So it looks like I finally got a reprieve from the heat in the shop, but not the humidity. I think the heat and the humidity just kind of swap places instead. So instead of sitting in the AC, not really getting anything done, I figure I'm going to shift my thoughts to something a little bit cooler. And we're going to start with this little template that I 3D printed. Let's build it. So here's a little close-up of that little template that I printed out. Just something real basic, easy. And I'm gonna need 4 pieces that look just like this. I've already planed down this chunk of cedar picket. Still working on getting rid of those godforsaken pickets. But since the center is gonna be cut out of these, I think I am pretty good to go to use up a lot of these parts that have the knots in them. So I'm gonna go ahead, get 4 of these traced out. We'll cut this off the rest of the picket and we'll get to the next step. Just using a 1-inch Forstner bit on this to create a good sized hole for me to drop in on the scroll saw, which will be the next step for these pieces. Haven't actually fired up the scroll saw for quite a while, so I thought this would be an ideal project to kind of get some more practice on it. I picked this up for 50 bucks with a fistful of blades and just haven't really gotten to use it too much, so this is actually kind of an ideal project for it. Got all these pieces rough cut here, got the insides cut out and took them over to the bandsaw to get them cut down closer to the line. And now I'm going to take these over to the spindle sander and get them sanded down to the line. Got the power sanding done on these pieces. Now I'm just going to give them a light little hand sand to knock off some of the fuzzies that I got from the power sander and a little bit on the inside from the scroll saw. On to the next step. Got some materials together here. Got a straight edge to at least line these up semi-decent. Got a couple offcuts to act almost as a caul of sorts to get good even clamping pressure. Got some of the biggest clamps I could find that are way too big for this project. Using just some regular glue and super glue for temporary clamp. So let's go ahead and start getting these glued up. Now, when I put these layers on top of each other, I'm not looking to be overly precise. I just want to be kind of in the ballpark, which is why I made the walls on these a little bit thicker than probably what they should be. That way I can just sand them down and get them all uniform shape. Now we'll just throw this little bit of weight on here. Give that super glue a few minutes to dry. I'll start cleaning up some of my glue mess, starting with my build surface. So I love about these discarded stone countertops. The glue cleans up beautifully. But we'll give this a few minutes to tack up and then I'll get it all up in clamps. Alright, got that super glue tacked up. Now I'm just gonna get a little pressure on this. And yeah, that looks like that'll do. Getting just a hair of squeeze out, not too much. So we'll give this about 45 minutes to dry up and we'll go on to the next step. Took this piece out of the clamps and did a little bit of sanding to it to get everything smooth. That's what we got. I haven't sanded the inside yet. I'm going to hold off on that for now, but now it's time to do the outer sides of this. Let's bring it back to the bench. Okay, got our handy dandy template here, and now I have a pretty clear spot in this board. So I am going to make the outer edges out of this clear spot. We'll go ahead and trace this out. Okay, notice on this one I traced the center. That's because what I'm going to do in here has to stay within that boundary. Now the next one I'm just going to be tracing the perimeter of this template. All right, that's simple enough. I'm gonna go ahead and get these rough cut out and we'll get on to the next step. So I got this one all rough cut, got it close enough to do sanding. This one I'm going to leave squared out because we're going to be doing a face on it. So let me go ahead and do a quick, dirty, nasty sketch here. That's about as god-awful ugly of a drawing as I've ever seen. But, gonna go ahead, pop some holes in it, and run it to the scroll saw. By the time I had gotten those inner pieces hollowed out on the scroll saw here, and then actually started doing some more intricate work on the eyes and the nose, I was actually feeling pretty good, kind of getting back into the swing of the scroll saw. I really enjoy using this. It works just amazing on the soft wood like cedar. But of course, anytime my confidence gets built up, it happens. Yep, Oli jumping around like a little girl again. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to those blades breaking off. Wasn't a deal killer though, I just had to go wander around the shop a little bit and find the adapter piece, get it mounted back up, and get back to it. So got my back side, nice clear back done out, and my front side with a face only a mother could love, and honestly, it's got to be a pretty hard up mother. But after that, I went ahead and got the inside sanded, and I put a 1 and 5/8 inch hole through the bottom right in the center. Found my center, just took a Forstner bit and popped a hole in it. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the back glued on. So I got kind of wild hair last night and decided to come out and do a little bit more work, but I was enjoying it so much, I didn't really film it. You didn't miss anything amazing, trust me. But I did get it done. And we'll drop you down to the bench here and take a peek at it. So here we have it in all its glory. Ended up getting the front and the back glued onto it. Took one of the centerpieces out of what I cut out here and just did a quick little stem. And then I also threw some watered down acrylic orange in there to help the pumpkin glow a little bit. So we'll cut away now and give you a nighttime reveal for it. So even though technically we're still in the tail end of summer with the kids just now going back to school, to be honest, it's really never too early to start thinking about these fall builds. Fall's going to be right on top of us before we know it, so might as well get a head start. Thanks for watching.